Tonight, serving life for murder, but even the victim's family is appealing the sentence to be overturned. Good evening. For 10 years, Jason Moore has been behind bars for a murder he and his family say he didn't commit. He was found guilty of stabbing Robert Darby to death in an East London car park in 2005. His fight to clear his name has the support of the Bishop of Stepney and celebrities, including Lord Botham. He also, crucially, has the backing of the victim's family, who also think Jason is innocent. And as Sam Holder reports, new details have come to light that cast real doubt on the evidence he was convicted on. Well, Sam, it's quite extraordinary, isn't it, all this? And where do campaigners go from here, and how long could it all take?
That is the key question for the Met. It takes decades, and so...
Next tonight, could the Mayor, Sadiq Khan, find some money for a fares cut in this an election year? ITV News understands an announcement on fares is expected tomorrow. Carolyn Sim is outside Ross. The former Post Office Minister and MP for Sutton and Cheam, Paul Scully, says the Liberal Democrat leader, Sir Ed Davey, should apologise to postmasters caught up in the scandal for his time in the role. Mr Scully spoke to our political correspondent for tonight's late debate programme. Here's Simon Harris with a look ahead to what we can expect later on. All right, thanks, Simon. Now, two South London rail workers who were jailed in 1977 on the word of a corrupt officer from British Transport Police have had their convictions posthumously quashed. Basil Peterkin and Salia Mehmet were found guilty of stealing parcels from a goods depot after being investigated by Detective Sergeant Derek Ridgewell. Ridgewell had a history of racism and a few years later admitted himself to stealing from the depot. Well, Divya Kohli spoke with the families of the men whose names have been cleared. But first, traders have been serving people in the Stratford Centre's Market Village for 50 years. This week, the shutters have come down. The company that owns the complex has gone bust, leaving dozens of businesses ruined and customers frustrated. Well, Helen Keenan's been to talk to some of those business owners who say they've been hung out to dry. Next, for drivers in this weather, sometimes the roads feel like there are more potholes than there is tarmac. Well, for people living on one road opposite Mitcham Common, that is certainly the case. It is in such disrepair, bin lorries and even ambulances say they won't drive down it. Rags Martell has been for a look. Joins me now right here in the studio. Helen, thanks so much for coming to talk to us. It's such a classic, isn't it? And everyone knows that song. I remember watching the movie as a kid. All the time. It was on telly around Christmas, wasn't it?
Always at Christmas.
Yeah.
And I purposefully haven't gone back and watched it because I thought it just...
Don't you? So just remind us of the story of The King and I.
Well, the story of The King and I...
Then either, would she? Never voiced her opinions or reviews.
Yes, and she's called a difficult woman for it.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw a few of those stills of the amazing costumes. I mean, some of those dresses, they look like they might be pretty difficult to get in and out of. From you, obviously, on stage, quite a bit of dancing. Yeah. Now, a lot of our viewers will know you, not just from Call the Midwife, but also from Strictly. Ah. Yes. Did you get any... Oh, the cold weather continues. What's it looking like for the weekend? Here's Holly. Thanks, Holly, and that is it from us. The ITV News is next with Charlene. But for now, from all of us on the London team, enjoy your evening. Bye-bye.